The Microsoft Power Platform combines the power of Power BI, Power Apps, Power Automate, and Power Virtual Agents into a single application platform, so you can quickly and easily build applications, automate processes, and gain insights from your data. You can use these apps separately, or you can use them in combination. Power BI is the business analytics service for the Power Platform. Power BI designers create data models and build reports and dashboards to display information about an aspect of the business or the larger environment. Power BI dashboards and reports can be shared on websites in Microsoft Teams, in SharePoint, and in applications that you create in the Power Platform. Power BI consumers manipulate the dashboards to be able to gain additional insights about the business or about specific business units. Power Apps allow citizen developers to build easy-to-use applications that meet their business needs. Power Apps is mobile first, which means that you can make an app for an Android or iPad or iPhone as easily as you can make an app that runs in a browser. Power Apps has been used to create hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of applications that allow remote workers to connect to their organization's data from the field. With Power Apps, you can start with data or with a template, or even start from scratch to build your application. If you have interacted with an automated chat on a website, then you've used a virtual agent or chatbot. Power Virtual Agents is used to create chatbots that embed your organization's business expertise and guide users toward a solution by asking questions and offering choices. And you will build your chatbots in an easy-to-use drag-and-drop interface. Power Virtual Agents is the latest addition to the Power Platform. Power Automate, formerly called Microsoft Flow, is a web service used to create automated workflows between applications and online services. Workflows can be used to update a database, save a file in a specific location, remind you to go to a meeting, synchronize files, and much, much more. Like the other tools in the Power Platform, Power Automate has a drag-and-drop interface that you'll use to create workflows. There are other components in the Power Platform that are used by all these tools, and those are data connectors, the AI Builder, and the Dataverse. I'd like to tell you a little bit about them because as you begin using Power BI or Power Apps, you'll use data connectors and may choose to incorporate artificial intelligence in your apps using the AI Builder. When you begin using the Power Platform, you usually begin by creating one or more connections to the other applications that your organization uses: SharePoint, Microsoft Teams, Microsoft 365, and Salesforce. There are currently over 300 data connectors available to the Power Platform, and once you are familiar with one of the connectors in any of the apps, then you know the connector for all of the apps because it is a common set. More data connectors are added on a regular basis. A year ago, there were only about 200 data connectors. The AI Builder allows us to put artificial intelligence into our apps and our workflows. There are both built-in and custom models available with the AI Builder, and you use them to automate processes, for example, to scan a PDF and pull out particular fields, or to predict outcomes given a set of data. Each tool and the Microsoft Power Platform is built to use the Dataverse, formerly called the Common Data Service. The Dataverse is a secure database hosted in the cloud in Azure. It is pre-populated with a set of business entities and record types commonly used in business. These record types, for example, accounts, contacts, or products, are extensible, which means that you can customize them by adding data fields that your organization uses. The Power Platform represents a shift in how many organizations are thinking about software and integration rather than connecting all of our systems into one large ERP implementation, which is not just time-consuming, but also expensive. We can create a Dataverse data model that explains the relationships between the data and our systems, and then connect and create data-based applications using the Power Platform. The Power Platform also signals a shift away from IT-only development to apps developed by business users as well as professional developers. This shift is both practical and cultural, so it has its own language. Business users who build apps, workflows, or agents are citizen developers, and everybody who builds apps is called an app maker. With Power Apps, we can create, build, publish, share, edit, modify, and manage applications for mobile devices and the web. And when I say mobile devices, I don't just mean phones. We can use Power Apps to take advantage of all the real estate that's available to us on a Windows tablet or an iPad. Mobile devices like phones have other features like cameras and GPS that we don't normally find on a desktop. Using these features, our app users can capture images, or our apps can offer different choices based on a user's location. The tools to build Power Virtual Agent chatbots are accessible from Power Apps, and Power Apps is also our doorway to the AI Builder, which is used to build intelligent models that are used throughout the Power Platform. And finally, Power Apps is used not just to build applications for mobile and web, but also to build a new type of application called Power Apps Portal. Power Apps portals are used to give people outside your organization access to a website, either anonymously or logging in with credentials, so that you can now create applications that are customer-facing as well as applications for use by users in your organization. The Power App Studio is where we do this work. Make.powerapps.com. The Power App Studio's design environment allows you to connect to over 300 data sources and services. This is also where we manage and share our apps. So let's go to make.powerapps.com. I've already logged in. Here on the left side, I have my navigation, and if I wish, I can click this icon to simply collapse the navigation bar and earn back a little more screen space. Here we have Home, which takes us to this screen Learn, which links me up with some learning opportunities created by Microsoft, including joining the Power Apps community, which is a great thing to do. Apps shows me a list of apps that have been created by me or members of my team. Create is the button that I click to create an app. We'll come back here in a moment. Next, we have Data, and if I expand this, the very first thing we see is tables. These are the tables in the Dataverse. These are the default tables listed first, not even all tables, but the tables that we might most frequently use. So formerly, if you were creating an application and needed to begin by creating a database, you might need to create a table for accounts, for contacts, for business units, and so on. Here they're already built for you, and yet customizable. If you need to change them, if you want to have some idea of all of the tables, they're available. Simply switch to all. The list is huge. And quite granular. After Data, I have flows that were created in Power Automate. Access to chatbots so that I can create a virtual agent right here in Power Apps, and the AI Builder, which allows me to build models. And then finally, we have Solutions, which lists all of the solutions that I've created or that I have imported. Let's go back to Create. At the top, we're told there are 3 ways to make an app. I can start from a blank, and I can create Canvas apps, model-driven apps, and portals. A Canvas-driven app is an app that typically will store data somewhere other than the Dataverse. Model-driven apps store their data in the Dataverse, and then we have portals. All of these start with a blank screen. There's a lot of design that's in my hands here, and the same is true if I start from Data. My third choice is to start with one of the huge number of templates that are available for common business uses, and if I click on All, I'll get a list of all of the templates. Templates that help us build help desks, leave requests, service desks, asset checkouts, and this list continues to grow. So if you're going to create something new, as always, Check first to see if there's a template that you can use. This is not to say that if you use the template, you can't change it, because you can start from any of these templates and make whatever modifications you wish, or you can start from a blank or start from data.